Next on our list is government support in education, science, and technology in the Philippines. This topic addresses challenges in funding, outdated educational systems, and the digital divide. So, for our background, education, science, and technology are crucial sectors for Philippines' socio-economic development. The government plays a significant role in funding, policy making, and facilitating advancements in these fields. However, challenges persist in maximizing government support and optimizing outcomes in these different areas.
So for our possible problems, first problem that we have is um, insufficient funding allocation. Limited budget allocation for education, science, and technology initiatives might hinder progress and innovation in these sectors. So, what could be our theory or hypothesis on this? Political prioritization of other sectors, inefficiencies in budget allocation mechanisms, and economic constraints contribute to inadequate funding.
Secondly, outdated educational systems. So, outdated curricula, insufficient resources, and infrastructural deficiencies hinder the quality of education in its alignment with modern advancements. For its theory and hypothesis, bureaucratic hurdles in updating educational systems, inadequate investment in infrastructure development, and slow adaptation to contemporary teaching methodologies contribute to outdated systems.
Our last possible problem is digital divide and unequal access to technology. To explain this, disparities in access to technology and digital resources among different socioeconomic groups impede equal educational opportunities. Our theory for this is that economic disparities, inadequate internet infrastructure in rural areas, and insufficient policies addressing the digital divide contribute to unequal access to technology. Proceeding to our research and solution. So for our first research, is insufficient funding allocation. To explain this, studies analyzing the impact of increased government investment in education, science, and technology comparative analysis with countries with successful funding models, and reports evaluating budget allocation efficiency could improve insights.
So for the second problem, which is outdated educational systems, research on effective methods for curriculum reform, case studies on successful educational infrastructure development, and advocacy for flexible education systems can guide solutions for this kind of problem.
And for our last research and solution, we have the digital divide and equal access to technology. It explains here that equipment and materials costs refer to all the expenses related to the purchasing, maintenance, and the upkeep of any physical items used in production or other business process inside the company. Proceeding to our conclusion.
So to sum it all up, the challenges in government support for education, science, and technology in the Philippines are multifaceted. Solutions demand a comprehensive approach, encompassing increasing funding, modernizing educational systems, incentivizing research, and addressing digital inequalities. Collaborative efforts between government, academia, industries, and civil society are essential for implementing and sustaining these solutions, ensuring equitable access to education, fostering innovation, and driving socio-economic development in the Philippines. And that's it for this topic. So going to the next topic,
So, so for our fifth topic, we have the views of Filipino with respect to gender orientation, sex preference, and same-sex relationship. Proceeding to the background. In the Philippines, just like in many other cultures, attitudes toward gender identity, sexual orientation, and relationships among individuals of the same sex have experienced transformations over time. The predominantly Catholic and conservative culture backdrop has exerted a notable influence on societal perceptions concerning LGBTQ plus issues. Proceeding to our possible problems, first problem that we have is the widespread stigma and discrimination. To explain this, LGBTQ plus individuals in the Philippines often face widespread stigma and discrimination in various aspects of life, including social interactions, employment, and healthcare. What could be our theory on this? Societal norms and deeply rooted prejudices contribute to the stigma and discrimination faced by the LGBTQ community. Implementing awareness campaigns, diversity training programs, and promoting positive portrayals of LGBTQ plus individuals in media can help reduce stigma and discrimination.
For the second problem, it is the limited legal protection. To explain this, these are limited legal protections for LGBTQ plus individuals, leaving them vulnerable to discrimination and denial of rights in various areas of life. For each theory and hypothesis, insufficient legal protections perpetuate discrimination, as there is a lack of legal recourse for those who experience discrimination based on gender orientation. Advocacy for comprehensive anti-discrimination laws and amendments to existing legislation to explicitly include LGBTQ plus rights can enhance legal protections and promote equality as well.
And for our third possible problem, the lack of representation and variability. LGBTQ plus individuals may face a lack of representation in various sectors, and there may be limited visibility and acceptance of diverse gender orientations and same-sex relationships. What could be our theory on this? Cultural and societal norms combined with a lack of representation in media and public spaces contribute to the perceived lack of viability and acceptance. Promoting diverse representation in media, advocating for LGBT inclusivity in workplaces and public spaces, and challenging stereotypes can enhance the visibility and viability of diverse gender orientations and relationships. So proceeding for our research and solution. First that we have here is that they should develop thorough educational initiatives that encourage comprehension, acceptance, and inclusivity towards various gender orientation and relationships involving individuals of the same sex. These efforts involve incorporating inclusive materials into school curriculums, launching awareness initiatives, and arranging workshops aimed at debunking stereotypes.
And for the second solution that we have gathered through our research, advocate for and support the implementation of inclusive anti-discrimination laws that specifically address gender orientation and same-sex relationships. Robust legal protections contribute to creating a more supportive environment for diverse relationships within the Filipino society.
And for our last research and solution, they should encourage the portrayal of diverse gender orientations and relationships accurately and positively in various forms of media, entertainment, and public spaces. This includes promoting inclusive storytelling featuring a range of relationships in popular media and endorsing initiatives that increase the visibility of LGBTQIA plus individuals. So for our conclusion, addressing challenges related to Filipinos' views on gender orientation, sex preference, and same-sex relationships requires a multifaceted approach. By combining educational initiatives, legal advocacy, and representation efforts, society can work towards creating a more inclusive and accepting environment for individuals of diverse orientations. These efforts contribute to building a culture that values diversity, respects individual choices, and supports the rights of all members of the community. That is all for this topic. We're going to proceed to the next topic now. So,
So now, let's explore the sixth topic, status of electrical engineering, curriculum, enrollment, and board exam in the Philippines. So to have a little bit background about this topic, electrical engineering is a vital field contributing to technological advancement, infrastructure development, and innovation. In the Philippines, aspiring engineers undergo a rigorous curriculum, culminating in a board exam administered by the PRC or the Professional Regulation Commission. to obtain a license and practice as a professional electrical engineer.
Okay, moving on to the possible problems. So with our first problem out of two problems, we have the declining enrollment. A decrease in the number of students enrolling in EE programs could indicate a lack of interest or awareness about the field or potential concerns regarding job opportunities. What could be our theory and hypothesis on this? Misconceptions about the field, inadequate promotion of EE as a career choice, and perceptions of limited job prospects or market saturation might lead to declining enrollment.
So for the second problem that we have identified, it is the challenges in board exam performance. Issues might arise concerning the performance of graduates in the board exam, affecting the quality of EE professionals in the industry. So what could be the theory or hypothesis for this? Inadequacies in the curriculum's alignment with board exam requirements, insufficient preparation and review opportunities for exam takers, and variations in educational quality among institutions could impact the exam performance.
Right? So for our research and solution, first and foremost, we should research focusing on public opinions regarding the field of electrical engineering initiatives, advocating for electrical engineers as financially rewarding profession, presentations highlighting the achievements of professionals in this field, and collaborations between educational establishments and industry entities can all serve to attract a greater number of students towards pursuing studies in electrical engineering.
So for the second solution, examining patterns in board exams outcomes, creating review courses designed specifically to meet the board exam criteria, implementing uniformity in curriculums among various educational institutions, and enhancing the skills of educators can enhance the performance of EE students graduates in this exam.
All right, so for our conclusion, ikaw, pre.
So for the conclusion, to sum it up all, addressing the challenges in the EE field in the Philippines necessitates a holistic approach, upgrading the curriculum through history collaboration, promoting the field to attract more students, and enhancing exam preparation are the vital steps. Collaborative efforts between education institutions, regulatory bodies like the PRC, industry stakeholders, and government agencies are very crucial in ensuring that the EE field remains relevant, attracts aspiring engineers, and produces competent professionals contributing to technological growth and innovation in our country.